All right, so today we're here at the Surf City Garage Car Show in Huntington Beach, California. And I found this beautiful 69 Camaro. I'll show this here from the side. And Mark Restivo is the owner and builder.
Indeed.
From the ground up.
Yeah, pretty much. What can I tell you about it?
Okay, well let's start here in the engine because this is pretty impressive.
So this is a small block. Get that small block, 427. It's a Bill Mitchell Motown block. I started with the basics there. I put Eagle crank and H-beam rods, total steel gapless. On the top side, I run dart heads that are ported and polished. Solid roller cams. Poly 1050 Dominator with a tall deck intake. And the baby produces about 610 horses. So it's a lot of fun to drive. You just got to aim it straight before you put your foot in it. Okay? And,
you were surprised at the horsepower you got out of it.
Yeah, it started at 550 horse, and then I did some porting and polishing, gentle shaft rocker, the 1050 Dominator, and which added roughly another 60, 70 horse. So I have trouble keeping those tires from spinning, but that's okay. It makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And I'm an IT guy, so I like all my gauges. So from this vantage point, I've got oil pressure.
Go here.
I've got battery voltage. I've got temperature, fuel pressure, vacuum, and I have a tachometer in the corner. And the key to all of this is when you're adjusting the carburetor or the engine, you can look at the RPM and the vacuum, and you can get the maximum idle circuit set up and all that good stuff. I run a Jessel, as I mentioned, Jessel shaft rocker and belt drive on the engine. Behind the motor, a McLeod dual disc RXT, wonderful, with a Trimx 600, TKO 600.
You really know your stuff.
I put it together. So.
How'd you learn about cars?
When I was 15, I wanted a car, and I said, Dad, I need a car. Now, I come from a big Italian family. My dad said, son, there's 5 in the driveway. You get one of them running, you can drive it. I thought, well, okay. So I picked a 52 Chevy.
Good choice.
Had a busted second gear. Generator was out. Lots of problems. And you just start working on it. Now, I have 6 brothers. And they all were car guys. They had 64 Impala, 4-speed, and different kinds of cars of that era. And you work on it, you get it running, and that's how you learn. And
your brothers helped you?
Yeah, a little bit.
And where do you place in the 11?
I'm the middle, so I have 3 older brothers and 3 younger.
There you go. That's perfect. This is very impressive.
Thank you. Now,
just do one swoop here real quick.
Here's my gauges, tack, and all the different gauges. I also have a gauge over here, and this is runtime on the motor, so it's 844 hours of runtime. The reason is if we're like cruising for a cure, and you cruise all day, you put time on the motor, but not very many miles. So I really track how often change the oil by runtime. So I change the oil every 25 to 30 hours.
Okay.
Just like you would a generator or a boat motor. Inside the car, it's a 69, but I need the modern amenities. So I have electric windows, locks, AC, tilt wheel, nice little alarm, puts the windows up. Okay. Puts the windows down. Now the neat thing about it is when it reaches 100 degrees inside, it will crack the windows 2 inches and let it ventilate and cool off. And then when it cools, it puts it back in.
Excellent.
The seats are a Pro Car seat, but this is original Madrid vinyl and houndstooth. I found a guy in Michigan with the original stuff.
Have you opened the door?
Yeah. Original Madrid vinyl and houndstooth on a Pro Car seat. My little 5-speed. I have a nav system, touchscreen stereo that runs 2,600 watts in the trunk. Now, being a drummer and a rock and roller,
so an IT guy and a drummer.
If you're going to have 600 horses, you need about 2,600 watts to hear it.
And where's that being kept?
Okay. Come back here. First of all, in the practical aspect, I want to be able to use the trunk space.
Okay.
Which you can. But you notice I've got something underneath here. So if you turn this key on, you get 2 red lights. And you unlock this one, you get a green light here. Unlock the second one, another green light. That buzzer is a reminder to move anything out of the way, and then there's the amplifier.
Wow, look at that.
You've got 1,300 watts that runs the subs, 1,300 runs inside.
Gee.
And
that's where the engineering degree comes in, huh?
I had to use it for something. Okay? So, that's
This
kind of
is
the story.
awesome.
And by the way, the car is built in Van Nuys. And I was at a car show called Route 66 in Santa Clarita.
Mhm.
And they gave me an award. And when I went up there, the guy said, I built this car. I said, what do you mean? He said, I ran the plant at Van Nuys that built this car. And so it was cool to meet the guy whose crew built the Camaro.
That is awesome.
Well, that's my story.
Not only do I love the car, but I actually love the story even more. And I like really all the technical details that you put into it. I think that's what really makes it a surprise.
Thanks. Now I have another project car, and it's a '69 Z28. It's only a body, but I've already built the motor for it. It's 650 horse stroke motor, and it'll take me a couple of years on the car. But you know, it won't be like this. This is like a real streetable, friendly car. I may have to build something a little more radical.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. Hey, Mark, it was nice meeting you, and thanks for sharing your story with us.
Thank you very much.